So we need to go to Eddie Vegas,
Hey there,
and
BookTube. Noah, everyone who reads and must converse
I'm
is
in
the
the
channel.
middle
Hey,
of
Rick.
I'm in the middle of a fucking sentence, man. Don't interrupt me
Right.
and
We
do.
the time hit though. Here we are.
Yeah, well, the time hit, but I wasn't done talking. I'm talking about what you need to do this show, a little attention to Eddie Vegas, and then some questions about the film.
Boom. Eddie Vegas. Rick
Yeah,
Harsch. The manifold
yeah.
destiny of Eddie Vegas. Hey guys, you're gonna find a review, a crazy rambly review. I don't know. On my channel of this book now recently issued by Zero Gram Press. Is that right, Rick? You want to give us the lowdown on
Yeah,
this?
yeah, it's a beautiful thing because it's Jim Gower who wrote a fantastic book, and Stephen Moore publishes there. A guy named Greg Gerke, who I've never read, but I've heard he's fantastic. I mean, to be in the same stable as Stephen Moore,
Right.
I mean, does mean that I have to
Dude,
clean up his.
people love novel explosives too. Jim Gower's book. People love that
Yeah,
stuff, man.
yeah,
Chris
but
Villa did an introduction to it. It's part of
but
our
Gower
community now.
Gower is like a fellow novelist. Stephen Moore is a god, and so I have to clean up his shit every morning. And
When he
that's what it's
reads
like.
everybody's stuff and has wonderful insight to give.
Yeah,
So hey,
but
Jim reads too slow. Happy Friday. Damn, looks like Rick cut out. I think he's gonna. I mean, he's gonna find his way back at some point, right? All good. We're doing a full live tonight. So hey guys, nice to see y'all, Jim and Tyler. Happy Friday. What's up? That's what I'm talking about. And awesome. Yeah, there's Rick. Next on the TBR for me. Oh yeah, Eddie Vegas is freaking awesome. It should
yeah.
next on the TBR for Connor. So for sure. Eddie
But
Vegas is a badass
what is
book.
Connor? And no offense, but what is Connor's problem? What's he waiting for?
Yeah, what are you waiting for, Connor?
I
Next
mean,
on the TBR. I mean, for real. What's
you
up,
you know
Quentin?
how do you know what's going to be gone from the book by the time you get there?
Right.
Editors are parasites, and they're vultures and parasites, and they're out to destroy every book that they didn't do.
All editors. And just so you know,
Every one
Rick
of them.
Harsch is also the chief editor of Corona Samizdat Press.
Yeah, but I'm hands off.
There you go. Hey,
Tran-
Nick Voro in the house. Happy Friday, bro.
translates into a lot of typos. Hands off.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right, right.
but I welcome the typo.
Yeah,
Give me,
unadulterated, author to reader. That's
yeah,
what Corona Samizdat.
I'm glad to finally have Nick's book published because that I chose that to be the first of the four latest, and then I'll read Lee Thompson and
Man,
and then Lee Thompson. I'm guessing he's going to remind me a bit of Joao Hayes in
nice,
in the offbeat. That's what I'm thinking. The offbeat,
nice,
but I don't know anything about him. Uh,
nice. Hey,
and
baby. Happy Friday.
Bori Proper, I've read twice.
Nice.
This one I've read twice, and people are going to start saying, "Hey, Bori Proper's got a trilogy." Read the book; it's
Right.
fun. And this
Hey,
book,
James. James Humphreys in the house. Happy Friday.
my name
So,
is
I mean,
Rick.
Lee Thompson. Look, I've read
Don't call me
Mount Human
James.
Must Die.
My name is Rick.
Yeah. Hey, Rick.
But you just called me James.
No, no, no. Live, live, baby. We got people
What do you
chiming
usually
in.
have corpses or what? I don't get it. Hey
Folks
Jim.
just
Hey
folks just
James.
like you and me, but they ain't on the screen.
Really?
We're the stars of the show. Lee
Yeah.
Thompson.
Do they
Have you
dribble
read
when they
anything by
kiss?
Lee Thompson yet?
I have
Apastoral.
not. I just said that. Is this going to be me repeating myself? It's
Maybe.
fucking 3 in the morning, and I got to repeat about dribbling my
If
peepee.
In case you don't know, Slovenia. So Rick is in Slovenia. I am in Atlanta, Georgia. United States. So we have quite the time difference. Rick, thanks for staying up late for us tonight. I really
Yeah,
love
well, anybody
Mouth
who's
Demon Mustache.
expecting mail tomorrow can fucking forget it.
I've single-handedly derailed the Corona Samizdat mail for
I got 10 books packed, and then who knows what's going to be there by morning, because new books out and stuff, and I don't know. Isn't that what we were going to do today? We're going to go over that, and then we're going to concentrate on the movie and Eddie Vegas.
You know what? We got time to concentrate on everything and to talk about everything we want to talk about, baby. Hey HV Book Nerd, Kevin Adams from
Kevin,
Instagram
White
is up
House.
here.
Lives on White House Avenue in Poughkeepsie. I hope I
Heck
didn't
yeah.
give anything away. Kevin, I hope I didn't speak out of turn, but I love that address because I picked my feet in Poughkeepsie. And
Nice.
Tom L.A. Books, I never know who he is. And once in a while I see him somewhere, but I know everybody likes him.
Dude,
And that
Tom's a
makes
badass.
me.
Tom's a great reader. A great reader. I love Lee Thompson. I can't wait to see what Apastoral is all about.
Why are you, I got 13 books out here.
Yeah.
All of our stuff from May through July. And all you can talk about is Lee Thompson.
Well, we are 6 minutes in, so we just start wherever we start. Where do you want to start? Give it to me.
Joao Hayes, because
Corona Samizdat comes out with so many titles, and you're so quick with it that even since the last time that I talked about Corona Samizdat on my channel, you've come out with, 5 or 6 new titles.
More.
Right.
But I'll tell you, there are 2 tricks to this. One is I don't take any money, and so everything's for the next book. Second, Zach Tanner is a fucking wizard.
Yeah, he's badass.
And also in this recent time,
such great covers.
The Canadians, you know what Canadians are like? I mean, well, they're self-sufficient. They bring out their own covers, and so Zach doesn't have to do the covers. He may work a little on the innards of the books, but so he had some time off, and then you got Phil and Jeff, and Cactus Boots and Miller. They did, and so we had a lot to do, and we got lucky with Vesna Radic. So nice. I'll just show you what I brought out because these are the last 13 books.
Start from the earliest and we'll work our way to the current.
This one, wait, where am I? Okay, this one, right?
Yeah.
Keep that here, Rick. All right. The Double Dealers. That's our 5th Broussard. The cover by Zach is gorgeous. You should see it on the shelf, because it all turns a weird, foggy color that's not gray, and nice. It's gorgeous. But this is the 50 euro paperback, I think, because the book is worth $10. It's a much better book than anybody fucking knows from the 50s, Broussard, and it's a brilliant book. And so that's $10, right? We sell for $10, but it's also got one of the best literary introductions I've ever read by Zach Tanner, and as good as I've ever read. And
as good as the Wake Up, We're Almost There, Zen and the Art of Buggery.
This is the best of all.
That was great, man. I mean, Zach Tanner can really write intros like that. It's really good.
Well, he's got a specifically bizarre and connective mind, and I just think he gets on these. It's like he's on mushrooms, but literary mushrooms.
I mean, I saw some absinthe.
Well, that makes the heart grow fonder,
right?
Yeah. But
I've heard that before.
Yeah, you know what it also leads to?
What's that?
breakups. But anyway,
It's too bad.
we're all bad humans.
Well,
The
you
women
got the
too.
double dealers, man. Chandler Bursard is one that you brought back. What an
Yeah.
awesome thing for your press. What did you have
So
after
10,
Bursard?
10, $10 for the book.
Yeah.
$10. Well, we'll give that. I mean, 15 for Zach's intro because you won't see another like it. The afterword is by Iris Broussard, and it's just funny and excruciating at the same time. His daughter
Chandler
from his
Bursard's
first
daughter.
marriage. Yeah. And so that's worth 10. So now you got 10, 20, 35, and the cover is worth at least 15. So this is a 50-euro book.
You're getting like a
book.
45-euro book for $10, guys.
No, 50, Noah. And but I have principles.
Hey,
And
when it comes down to it, they can go to the website and get whatever they want. What'd you come out with after the Broussard?
Okay, this one I'm going to have to talk nicely about myself because the spur tank of the
Paraplus of Spur Tank Road.
Paraplus of Spur Tank Road has long been in my mind as my giant colonial novel. And I had a really hard time starting the book, which is rare for me. I mean, I started it, but getting to page 10 became a real slog. And it was only when I realized that it was not what it used to be. It was not that. And it became a 67-page book that had exactly what I wanted in it. And
nice.
I was really pleased with this. So,
nice. I mean, and the press, Corona Samizdat press. Corona Samizdat's press was started, to kind of save a book that was set to be published and that was Manifold Destiny of Eddie Vegas that has now gotten
and
another new publisher,
book,
Zero Gram Press, right?
Yeah.
So you're putting out. I mean, you're writing like a madman as well, with doing the press and then publishing all kinds of new authors. It's crazy the energy that the press seems to have, that the Corona Samizdat seems to have right now.
It's true. I'm working on one called The Odious Sea, but it's not really about Odyssey shit. It's about Herculean things. And it's a wild satirical thing. And because I'm losing my mind, the narrator has dementia. That way I'm ahead of myself.
Right.
So then after that,
everything turn into a narrative device, right? Hey, Crispy, happy Friday. Nice to see you.
Well, not the dribbling pecker. I mean, that's just in all my novels. Because, I've been having a dribbly pecker since I was 6. I think it was from compulsive masturbation.
Again.
But the next one, again, what?
At 6?
Are we? Or 5? I don't know. I had a girlfriend at 5. I remember my first boner.
A sweet lass.
Girl. Yeah, she had Scottish type of short dress on, and we were sitting at assembly, and her thigh, it was 3rd grade. Her thigh was right on mine, and I thought something's happening in my body.
What's happening? What's going on?
Yeah, Joy Brita. She was a nice girl. Deserved better.
For sure.
I left her for a hooker, and in 5th grade. That was a bad move. Just not thinking.
Bad for one, good for the other.
I don't think it was good for anybody.
No,
I mean,
all around lose.
Well, lose. I mean, for me, it was great till the gonorrhea struck. But let's get back to books, Noah. For God's sake, you always want to get into the personal life. So the next book.
Well, you know, that's what people want. I mean, everybody wants some of that, you know?
Okay, I have masturbated on this book. How's that? We can do a segue. This is
Do
the
you have the
golden.
gold? Do you have the gold version there?
This is the
Come
gold.
on.
Um,
Come on.
because we always will have the green and white until they change the color,
Right.
and we have to order more right now. And but
The gold cactus boots turned out so good, Rick. Show it again. The paper is really, really great. I mean, it just turned out.
it's a little tender though. You know, it's a little tender, but it is gold. Thank God it's not solid gold. But there are at least two copies that have printer errors that end up looking like gold bars inside. It's fantastic, you know. And I could only find. They said there were 4. I could only find 2. I can't remember who got them, but you know, I wanted one, but I wasn't going to take one away from someone I sent it to. Ask Dr. Humphreys. Ordering books for me is not a guarantee that I will send them. He bought 3, and you know, I don't give preferential treatment to anybody. But
Right.
you'd forget. You don't forget when somebody orders 3 books, unless you're me. I put 2 in one envelope and then just moved on with my life. And boy, that was embarrassing. Some people didn't get that thing. I was a mess. I was a mess.
It was a
But-
mess for a week.
Well, twice, because first when this came, and then this is one of the most beautiful things that's ever happened in my life.
I bet.
Because this is my professor, one of the great people I've known in my life, still alive and at 82, and like a young 82, his brain is good. And the work that Jeff put in on this, you know, understanding all the promptings, and writing or drawing to each of them, and to the point where you have to think as much about the drawing as you do about the prompting. And
It's some amazing artwork in that book.
Yeah, well, the guy's he may be a giant with a giant beard and a
Jeff
clumsy
is a
husband.
giant, an artistic giant.
He's a clumsy. No, he's not. Did you say autistic?
Artistic.
Yeah, but that's a good one. You chose a good one. He's clumsy. He falls down a lot. But when it comes to the brainies, he's really good. He's a smart man, extremely smart. And
you got to be smart to hang with Phil Friedenberg.
Not really. I found that Phil falls for the old
Just make him laugh.
Wow. You say yeah, wow. Whenever Phil speaks, you just say yeah, wow, and he's kind of used to that, so he just believes it. You know,
he thinks you're on the hook, and he just keeps going.
yeah, and you know, I might be on the hook, but he'll never know.
Right.
So then this was number 4 of the, and then because the printer got a little extra gold paper, and they thought we might print more, and I thought we might too, but Phil and Jeff made the decision, which I think was very appropriate, to make it limited to 100, not just for the ephemera, but for the gold book.
Right.
So I had some gold to work with. And
one of count of 100 copies, baby. What a book.
99.
Read it. 99 copies.
Well, actually 100, but so I made a little gift for my old friend David Vardaman, A Golden Angel of Sodom.
What a freaking beauty. I tell you, I love that book. You'll find a review. You'll find a review of Angel of Sodom, this collection of short stories, on my channel as well, y'all.
Yeah.
What a cool.
Look at this though.
Yeah,
Look at it.
I'm
I
showing.
mean,
I'm showing the
look,
reg. You got the golden. So
yeah, and somebody
golden
ordered that
cover.
one today.
It deserves a
Um,
golden cover. What a badass collection.
yeah,
Love it.
yeah. There aren't all that many, but we did it. Now, what came out after that was the best artistic day at the printers
Nice.
because I finally got Voices After Evelyn for our press. I got
Hey
the right.
Alexa, happy Friday, brother.
Hey
Man, I
Alexa,
love the cover of Voices After Evelyn, man. What a cover.
Jason Snyder of Staten Island, New York. He's done a few of our covers, but this he did for the old version, and
Yeah,
it. I told him more or less what I wanted, and he's got that ability to take it to another level that I wouldn't have dreamed of.
it's
And
amazing.
this was thrilling, and it looks better small than it did big.
Yeah,
And
I bet
then
it
that
works great
same,
as a pocketbook. It looks like a postcard.
yeah,
It's
well, it's supposed
fantastic.
to.
Yeah,
So the same day we got what, Zach Tanner did this among many others, and I thought this is your best, Zach,
yeah, great.
and then Zach says, hey, I got a better one, and it's black and white.
Bring
Maybe
it.
we can make it gold. And I thought, yeah. You know
Yeah,
why? Because not enough people are reading Vesna Radic, Tenderlopoulos. They don't
nice.
understand that it's a literary epistolary novel
It's
uh,
really cool.
with a
It's
lot of
really
sex
cool.
in it. A lot of sex in it.
Quite a
But
bit.
look at this cover. This is just fucking gorgeous.
It is.
And
Wow. Show it close. Yeah. All right, turn it around. Freaking
yeah,
awesome.
the Gamzigrad game gangbang is just one of many highlights. But yeah, I thought Vesna was done, and there are hints that she's going to do a third. My
Man,
old friend from Novigrad, she's going to do the Erotonomicon,
we
and
can talk about Corona Samizdat and how awesome the covers are.
yeah,
And just talk about that. But
we
also
should have a
talk about
vote.
just how awesome, literarily speaking, what the authors that you're bringing out, you have all different kinds of, you know, it's just a convergence of the whole writing community, right?
Yeah, and
It's ridiculous what you're doing.
people judge um, a lot these days by what you're bringing out.
Sure.
And we don't have any Asian writers except for David Roy, but Asian writers are getting a pretty good deal from Kaya Press. They published a couple of Seshu Foster's things, and they do a great
I
job.
have seen that. I've seen that.
They're well funded. They're well funded by the diaspora, and we don't have a specific diaspora we can turn to because Canadians don't diaspora. They spore, and in Canada they spore, and so we're turning into a Canadian specialty press, and that leads to, oh wait, we got one more before we get to the last four. The Lift.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, there's one that kind of flew under the radar because you're coming out with titles so quick. I mean, I'm like, where is this coming from, Rick?
Well,
It's
this
rapid
this
fire over there, man. What is the
but
list about?
well, it's two guys in an elevator, and it's just this guy he died the year I came here, muscular dystrophy, and his brother is still alive, and a friend of mine who's a movie madman takes care of him. And this guy, the movie madman, did our Kinski Herzog ad, and that day I told him he was a former student of mine. He is a former student of mine from 2003.
Right.
And he remembers some of my lectures that I don't remember. You know, he said one time I showed him, you know, on the board, I said, "Here is New York." You know, like this. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Here is New York. And I did, like, you know, building after building after building, and then like a missing tooth, a little missing space for the buildings were. And then I said, "This is Baghdad." And it was just a straight line, everything wiped out. He said he never forgot that.
Nice.
I did. But
Right.
anyway, so I came up with this movie idea to do the whole thing in an elevator. And, you know, because we can do that. He seems to have bigger ideas now, and he's doing an amazing job. I don't know if you've seen any of the clips.
Yeah.
But the first 245
Of
is
course,
brilliant.
follow all of your stuff, man.
Yeah, but where do you follow that one?
All on Instagram. I mean, I've seen some clips on Instagram.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if I put the 2-minute 45 one because he told me not to. He doesn't think he's done with the scene or something. But
Sure.
You once you see that, it's brilliant. Then there's
what you're
one
saying.
more.
What you're talking about now, though, is a movie that is being produced and going to come out from Corona Samizdat, right?
Well, Isosi Productions, the independent space of Italo-Slovene Istrians.
And this was inspired by this book?
Well, no, it was the other way around, actually. When he saw this book, this guy had printed this once in English. And it's like a philosophical exploration in radio play style. And it's really bright. It's really bright and surprising and interesting and short. You know, it has that you know, you can read this one at 60. Well, it's got a little bit of stuff. You know, you got to spend some time on the chart, and it's even got this the references to it. Listen to the references. Heraclitus fragment, Parmenides on nature, fragment 8.
Seriously?
Aristotle, Platon, Aurelius Augustinus, David Hume, Henri Bergson, Francis Hebel Bradley, Arthur Pryor, I think that's Richard's brother, and McTaggart, The Unreality of Time. And then it goes on A through Z for 1, 2, 3, 4 more pages. And
I can't wait. Very cool.
I mean, he was a really slyly funny guy. So
and there's a title. I mean, there's a title that just kind of flew under the radar for me, and I'm like, man, there's so much, and it's something that's completely interesting. Not just interesting, but I'm sure it has, you know, that it's worth a read and merit because now crazy stuff, man.
Well, my director handed it to me, and he said, "You don't have to publish this. Just if you don't like it, tell me." You know, and just the whole situation.
So the director was inspired by this work.
Well, no, he was inspired by my idea, and that made him think of this work because he works with the family. And here's the actual title: Dmitry Kral from Isola, The Lift, Quantum Literary Collapse, Essays on Time. It's a radio play.
Man, I want it.
He was just a sly motherfucker. And I would say that, you know, it's not, you know, it's almost Beckettian, but it doesn't quite have the Beckettian humor. But it's just a fascinating book and a lot of, well, it's fun. And
You
you
know,
can
the
see
idea, just the
the
idea
elevator.
of quantum literary collapse is
Yeah.
right up my alley, I think.
Yeah, it's better than lung collapse, I'll tell you that much. If you've ever had lung collapse.
No.
Do you dribble when you pee?
You know, maybe.
Probably when you're drinking. You know, you young people only do it when you're drinking.
Right.
Um, you get to be my age, you do it every time, and you begin liking it.
Yeah, you just fucking handle it.
Yeah. So the book that came out the same time as The Lift,
Tell
which
me.
led to the movie, and the movie is serious. This guy is brilliant. This
Some
guy is
clips are looking
really
great, man.
brilliant.
I mean, you know, I can't wait to see what you guys are putting together for sure.
It's going to involve. I'm going to give away one idea.
Do it.
But first of all, it's pretty fucked up because I'm the main character, and I've never acted before in my life. I mean, I act every day, but you
Right.
know,
You've been acting right now.
it's my fucking movie, right? You know, and so we should all be acting. Anyway, it's just working. And there's this guy on the Isle of Man named John Dixon who did the introduction to a long lapse. He did the introduction to a long lapse. Did he do the lift introduction? I think he did. Did
Nice.
he? No,
Yeah.
maybe he didn't. No,
Okay.
no.
What
No,
a
no,
cross.
no. No,
What a
he did
concept.
the introduction to the Rado letters.
Nice.
It's hilarious.
Nice.
But and the Rado letters, people have got to start reading her. She
Cool.
is fucking great.
So I mean, I can't.
Wild.
Is it just?
Wild.
I mean, she really excels at this, you know, epistolary novel.
Well, I guess that's where she found herself. She had quit.
Right.
And I half talked her into writing one and helped her with the translation. But this time, I don't know. It says she got some help from Mima Drashkovich, I think. But she didn't want any help from me this time. And the funny thing is, she got help from me the first time, trying to think of this crazy stuff, like
Sure.
I don't know how to say this shit.
Sure.
And one person who read it, a friend's wife, said, "That's Rick." You know? And you know what? The part she was talking about was one part that I just told her, the grammar's fine. It's a letter. I don't know what you're really talking about. So can we just go with what you've got? So it was the farthest from me.
Sure,
And,
nice.
A friend's wife thought it was me.
Under the influence of Harsch.
Yeah, well, I don't think it really, it wasn't. I was just trying to tame.
That's funny.
This wild beast that she is.
Yeah.
And then when she contacted
I still
me,
have flashes remembering the beach scene in Tenderopolis.
there ain't no beach in that.
The beach?
Well, I mean, it's not a beach; it's a river.
Right. Well, on the riverside.
Yeah, I mean, well, you get a lot of that in here too. The Rado letters, and the next one, I have no idea what to expect.
Rick,
What?
Rick, look, we've made it. Look, we've made it. We got bots showing up, and
Really?
Look, you see it?
Naked.
Looks like looks like we found you a gal.
I don't want to have a gangbang. I've never liked gangbangs. I've never gangbanged.
That's how you know you really made it, when the Google bots show up and start spamming
any of your friends in that world, tell them, Rick is not a conservative fella, but he doesn't gangbang. But there's a section in here called the Gamzigrad Gangbang. And really, I mean, this book is just something else. And the next one will be even better. But then what we have 2 books left, 3. Can you remember? Okay, Bori Proper, people will start reading him once they realize what they've been missing. This one, this was my introduction to a lot of crazy theories. I never heard about lizard people till I read this book. And
what, reptilians?
Lizard people. God damn it! Don't you know what they are?
It's a thing, Rick. It's a thing.
Yeah, well, it's what he was saying is it's not really quite the satire it used to be, but that's actually it actually is, because there aren't lizard people, and now he's just making fun of more people. You know, most of them living in Georgia. Probably not you though, for sure. And then, you know, of all the luck, we get so much good luck at this press. We get Robert S. Stickley's A Bended Circuity, and
it's ridiculous, Rick. Rick, you let out a reel or you know, a post on Instagram or something saying that this was the best debut novel that the press has come out with. And when you said that, I'm like, Cactus Boots is a debut novel.
Yeah, but I explained
what are you talking about? Like, I mean, this is, I'm so hyped for this work, and it really is a mind blow.
It's different things. I mean, Friedenberg's work is incomparable. This is a more standard novel in that people are not going to talk about spiritual change, revolutionary change. This is like, you know, like if Faulkner was at his height when he wrote his first novel, this is what that is like. And
nice.
But you have to look up words. You know, the fucker uses a lot of.
I've already had to look up words, man. Hey, Modern Metaphysake, I love you, bro. Oh, what a great channel. We're talking about some awesome stuff tonight.
Is that a Canadian?
Is Modern Metaphysake, Dustin, are you Canadian?
Oh, okay.
You know what? I do get Canadian vibes from Dustin. I don't know.
Well, there's Idget Reads and then Travis, who's metafictional. I forget.
Metafictional musings.
I thought Meathead. I don't know. I mean, there's so many metaphysicals.
Nice.
But Travis is a fearless reader.
Modern Metaphysake is not Canadian. Modern Metaphysake is.
No, I got it. He's not Travis. Okay, I got it.
Even better. Yeah, buddy.
The old man he's better than Travis?
No. Not.
We can't say things like that.
We don't. There's no scales over here on everyone who reads.
Well, there's one. There's the James Humphreys scale, because is he there still?
Can't. I'm sure he is. I can't get around that one.
Well, James Humphreys had to tolerate me shorting him a book temporarily and missing. I don't know what else. I had a really bad mailing with him. I just had to mail 3 books.
I mean, you know, few and far between, hopefully, and all that. But you're a one-man army over there at Corona Samizdat, Chris. Rick, you're wearing a lot of hats.
Yeah. Well,
you know, the straw hat is only one hat that you wear.
Yeah, but you know, the thing is, I had a couple people helping me, and it's better not to have anybody helping me unless it's like, you know, my son or daughter, and I'm totally in charge, and I don't ask them to do too much. But if I got a guy like you there, I would be saying, okay, this is how I pack the cactus. without any problems. And there's a way of doing it that seems to work really well. But you know, the most intelligent people find that, you know, an extraordinary puzzle. You know, you'd think that they're after a minotaur. You know, oh, you just fold the fucking thing, okay? Basically, that's all you do.
Through a fucking
But
labyrinth over here.
You got a double envelope, so there's plenty of room. If you only send one book, you're piling up the bubble wrap, and it works good.
Rick, in my experience, your shipping has been fine, totally fine,
really
totally good. Yeah,
because I remember one time telling my daughter, "Don't worry about that one. That's going to Noah."
I mean, I've gotten some packages that have been like opened and then closed again. I mean, you never know what it goes through from Slovenia all the way here, but it's always been fine. The condition of my books has always been fine and well and good.
What about the one that never came?
I've never had one
that never came. Yes, you have.
No, I had a box that never came, but then it came back. It was ridiculous.
And it cost me It cost me $170 total. They, in returning it, they charged me like $50 at customs or 60, and it was 100. It was about 50 to send with tracking, and I had to pay that 50 twice, and then I had to pay the 60 plus, and they're still working on figuring it out and getting me some money back.
I'm sure they are. They're really crunching the numbers back there.
Yeah, I just told them, look, you fucked this up. You fucked this up because they fucked up the address, and they I say, okay, you fucked up the address, so we got a real simple solution here. Send it back.
Right.
That's
Send
it.
it back.
And
it was right there.
We'll
it was down the street, bro.
And down, customs. You talk to customs, get them off my back, tell them this was all a big mistake.
Right.
And then it cost me $50. You get your books. And I don't know, man. You should have seen the books when they got back here.
I did. You sent me a video. It was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. Quentin, happy Friday, brother. Nice to see you.
Yeah, I got
good. Have a good weekend.
High Reach and Rambles? Or High Reads and Rambles?
Idget Reads and Rambles is Quentin.
Oh, well, yeah. I just sent him some books.
Yeah. I'm sure. I'm saying see you later, bro. He was watching.
Well, bye, strawberries. Not strawberry. What do they call that? The rhubarb patch, I guess.
That's right.
They get drunk. Yeah. He's funny.
He is great.
Yeah, I'm really glad I did a good job on his books.
I love Quentin's content as well. It's a great channel.
Yeah, I wish I watched more channels, but I have to get to here it is, the last of the 13 I'm showing.
For real. Bring it on. Really? Is that the last that you're showing? The new Jeff Bursey.
Wait, did I not show? I didn't show conversational therapy.
No, you didn't show Nick Voro's work. Did you keep the same cover? You kept the same cover with the red too? Yeah,
and it looks really good, shrunken down. It came out really well.
I do like it.
I mean, it's hard to know when
it fits right. It kind of it fits well.
It improved the same way that Voices After Evelyn improved.
Nice.
And that some books condense very well. And Nick's is I told him something maybe I shouldn't have told him tonight. I told him that it doesn't photograph all that well. And that's because there's so much going on. You need to read little things and see what everything is. And once you get it in your hand, it's a great cover. I love it.
I love it. I really do too.
It's a list of all the stories. Okay, that's what's on there.
Yeah, and he said that this is a book that he wrote, a collection that he wrote, kind of wrapping up his 20s. I like the idea of that kind of story or that kind of writing. Do you feel like you had those kind of things in your writing? Just to kind of switch to writing for you a little bit, because you're a writer to your bones, right? So, do you feel like you had books that kind of recapitulated parts of your life?
Yeah, only directly through memoir.
Nice.
But not even the maritime history was just a maritime history that came up at a certain time. But the memoir was important.
Nice.
Sure. It made me the specific alcoholic I am, which is
right.
one who doesn't drink so much. But I decided to start, speaking of the books, okay, Bursey you put in your bathroom, and that's where Stephen Moore taught me Chandler Broussard in my bathroom.
Some literary criticism, some nonfiction.
Because,
right?
You don't really want, I don't know if Jeff Bursey would want anyone to just breeze through his book. You want to ponder and contemplate and read about someone you really want to read about, that you've never heard of. I mean, this is valuable stuff. And the interesting thing is, I forget. I'm supposed to let Stephen Moore know when this is out.
Yeah, so I mean, you might let him know right now. He follows the channel.
Really?
Yeah, he subbed to the channel, so maybe he's seeing it, but
Well, Mr. Moore. Respectfully, I made a little bit much on the page about you, because if I were a critic, and I am, but I suck. So if I were a Bursey quality critic, I don't think you could do any better than have Stephen Moore looking out for your book.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
hell yeah. I love it. Hey, Hamilton Thompson asked the hot question. Hey, is Rick wearing clothes?
See?
Just an excuse to flash the skin, baby. Just an excuse.
I'm not wearing underwear because of the summer weather.
It's hot. It's hot, baby.
I don't go shirtless very often because I have big tits, and I kind of a big belly.
Get jelly. People get jelly.
No, yeah, well, I started getting side tits when I was in my early 30s.
You lucky
29
bastard.
even. 29. I don't know what happened to my body. I mean, puberty was way late.
I don't know either.
I think my puberty got mixed up with my gender, and
just got all discombobulated in there.
Well, my body was just thinking, me and my body knew all about, the balls dropping and the hair growing and being muscular and the sternum, and we knew it would happen.
It's coming.
But no, it may still be coming. But the thing is, by the time you're 30, you've chosen your gender. But I was mixed up. I didn't know. I mean, now I'm getting tits at 29, but I don't even have hair in my armpits yet.
What's happening over here?
Over here?
Over there?
Well, I am there. You are there.
Over here.
I am here. You are there. But the thing is, let's get back to Jeff.
Rodrigo Borges de Favari. Congrats from
right.
Brazil. Hey, he's telling you congratulations, Rick.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
I hope I hope
Hamilton Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson.
He likes the Panama hat.
It's not a Panama hat. It's an Italian hat.
Is that right?
It's a different fabric, but
It's a different fabric.
I don't want to. It's a fabric. You know
It's a fabric.
Cappello.
Cappello. I mean, hell.
Yeah. Elefantini.
Either way, they like it.
Paglia. Look, assume a position. What a great title! And there's a whole section on Canadian writers.
I want to say first, I'll put the link in the description box. Jeff Bursey does have a YouTube channel where he released a kind of teaser trailer for this book. It's really, really cool. The things he has to say, it's really, really good. So I'll put the link in the description box.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I see he does odd little bits on now and then, and they're all very funny and strange. You know, I mean, the thing about the Canadians is there's so many good ones. That you expect W.D. Clark to be good, and turns out he sucks. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Come on. Corona Samizdat has one sucky author.
Hi, Bill.
I can't wait. I tell you, I can't wait to get my hands on White Mythology. It sounds really, really cool.
Yeah, well, I was talking to Bill about that. We're thinking we're close to having to replace his replenish his She Sang to Them, She Sang.
I love the title. What a beautiful edition. What a great book. I mean, dude, you guys got so much beautiful books, man. I want to get my hands on all.
Well, wait, which one are you talking about? The big one or the little one?
She Sang.
Yeah, well, that was Bill's cover, as far as I know.
Zach
did the other one. Mythology. Yeah. But now we got 2 books left.
Nice.
Assume a position. Just know that you're going to get a lot of good stuff. And
it sounds great.
I'm telling you, we do not got the Asian diaspora, but we got the Canadians. We're turning into a Canadian press, and I love it.
I mean, it's worldwide, baby. It's worldwide. We communicate, networking. Hey,
yeah, but
Christy Louise asked a question real quick. If you want to do some questions and answer a little bit. This is somebody who has never read Stephen Moore and is maybe just starting on that kind of avenue. Where do you read Stephen Moore's criticism? Where would you suggest to start?
He's got the vast history of the novel that ends at 1800. And for some reason he didn't go the extra mile and write the 1,500 pages or 15,000 pages that it would take to finish it. So he wrote, what is it? Oh, My Back Pages. Is that
where you would start?
Yeah, absolutely, because he goes in alphabetical order and he covers a wide range of authors. And one was Chandler Broussard, and that changed my life.
Nice.
But he's got like these people in there that have you ever heard of Harrington, Donald Harrington?
The name sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
I think it's a clothing store in downtown Atlanta, Harrington's. But this Harrington is a writer from Arkansas, and a friend gave me his book a while ago, and when I saw Harrington, I thought, shit, that's one I haven't read yet. I know I have that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was even the same book, but he covers all kinds of great writers. And there's it seems to be his sort of favorite seems to be maybe Ricky Ducournay. But I mean, I don't know how much gets by him. Probably a lot of stuff. But
Sure. As everybody, I mean, you can't keep up with everything.
No, but he does it. He's close. The problem is, like some of these videos, you see somebody concentrating on a book, and you're going to want to buy it, and so you just have to either be rich, disciplined, or steal if you're going to read a lot in Stephen Moore, because you're going to want so many books, and that's just part of the territory. It's also that way if you go through Corona Samizdat's catalog. I mean,
sure, it's crazy. I mean, it's freaking ridiculous.
A little plug here. Do we have enough time for me to go over the last two books or not?
This is all about Corona Samizdat Press, baby.
Lee Thompson.
Hey, we've come full circle, baby.
No, we haven't.
Thompson. Yeah, we have. I started off with Mouth Human Must Die.
Yeah, well, the circle went beyond. The snake missed his tail. This looks to be an inspired piece, but I'm skipping it because I've been waiting too long to read Nick Varro. I've read two stories tonight.
I can't wait. Okay, so this is the newest. Is this the newest?
The newest cover?
The newest book from the press.
Well, no, the newest. We picked up Bursey propers.
Okay. I thought you said two. I thought you said you had two more to show.
Oh yeah, but there were four on Thursday, and we did it Thursday so Bursey could be there personally, and then I drove him back to the coast where he got a ride to the airport in Milan to go back to the Canary Islands where he wants to.
Nice.
But I met his 14-year-old nephew, and we had a gas, and the 14-year-old nephew, of course, he got one of these, and then for whatever reason, he ended up with this one. And
nice.
I got an email from him today. It's a 14-year-old kid, And he said,
I can't wait to read it, man. Lee Thompson can fucking write, man.
Well, this kid didn't think so. He said, I don't know what's going on, but I think I love it anyway.
Nice.
I mean, I don't think, I read the first sentence, and my guess is that the average 14-year-old in Slovenia reading English is not going to be
get it.
The ideal reader, except, it'd be my ideal reader for one of my first two novels, the ones I never published, then it would be good, but nobody's asked. And so this is going to be a fun one because I've already got him pegged as the Canadian Joao Hayes.
Dude, it's freaking great. I tell you, man, I can't wait to read it. That's going to be on my list.
Can you spoil it for everybody?
I haven't read it.
Oh, well then.
Not Apastoral. The one you're putting out, I haven't read.
Okay.
Mouth Human Must Die is the one.
I'll try to get one that you've read and put that out next. I don't want to make your life too hard. This one, the cover is a great idea, I think. I don't know, maybe it's been done in one way or another, but I've never seen it done like this.
I like it. I like it.
It goes in order, crosswise. I read Alligator Resort, which is one of those stories that it's like a Far Side cartoon where you have no idea where the guy has conceptual mind. This is not what I expected.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, Hamilton.
Is he leaving?
Yeah, he is. He's saying good night.
Okay, good night. I hope we weren't bad.
We're at an hour, Rick. I'm telling you, man. What an awesome time hanging out with you, man. It just flies by.
Well, it perked me up.
Did we even talk about the movie? I mean, we talked about the movie a little bit. Why don't you really let's just talk about what's coming up for the press, because
okay, that's important because we're doing something unique in August. We're
It's
printing.
awesome.
We're putting. There's a connection made through the desire for someone to get hold of Philip Friedenberg's book and not being able to afford it. And he's a writer who runs a bookstore and is part of a press or runs a press in Bogota. So he's like a version of us, and he's got this one writer who he thinks is, very in one way or another reminiscent of Philip Friedenberg.
Right.
I don't know to what degree, but he's got this giant book called Hey Hayden. Yeah, he's done. You put a sticker in that guy's hand, it's going to be getting stuck
called
somewhere.
Hey
Yeah.
Hayden.
Yeah.
It's
What?
called Hey Hayden.
I said Hey Hayden.
I'm saying the book is called Hey Hayden.
Who said that?
You.
What book? Don't make me give you the straight face. What book?
The book that's reminiscent of Philip Friedenberg's writing.
Okay, so yeah, it's called The Anatomy of an Abyss, or The Abyss, and
The Anatomy
like,
of the Abyss.
I think so. Yes,
Nice.
I'm not sure about the articles, but it's coming out in Spanish. They're both coming out.
Hey Nancy, happy Friday! Thank you.
I'm in the middle of talking, and you're calling me Nancy.
Hey, we got an audience. We gotta at least acknowledge.
Hey Nancy. Hey Nancy.
Nancy, what's up?
Nancy, talk to Hayden a while. Noah's really getting me off track here. He says, "Talk to me about the film," and then
I'm saying what's coming up. Give it to
what's coming up. Most important is nothing's the most important, but the most ambitious things are the film, which is really good. The finished segments are expertly edited, and it's just amazing what happens in that this guy is able to do. My dog. Did you see the beginning episode? I mean,
I don't know.
The title comes on.
I don't think I saw the title. No, I didn't see a title.
There's a voiceover, a noirish voiceover by our Isle of Man actor, and then you get my introduction, and my dog's along, and you got to see it. The dog makes the whole thing.
Sure.
And he knew all this in his head, but there's some really crazy stuff that'll come up in the middle of the film we've already done, because I had my Australians here, and Jimmy Adler,
the brothers,
and his brother, they were so good.
They were. I saw some content from that. It was really, really cool. They seem like great. They seem like great guys.
No, they're better than anybody in the United States.
You asshole.
Except you. And it selected others. But
thank you, Rick.
So the thing we're going to do is make a real movie, and it's really going to be good. And I can see that now from.
I bet it will. I mean, because Corona Samizdat is on this trajectory that, nobody could have. I'm sure. From what I see from your content and stuff, nobody expected what kind of trajectory, what is happening with this small press in Slovenia that really didn't even have any business getting going in the first place. You just freaking seized your moment, brother.
Yeah, there was a bit of luck involved, but
is that it?
The Spanish thing.
Anatomy of the Abyss by Dusan Trakovic.
That'd be Dusan. Looks like Trakovic. But no, it's not that. It's by the this man from Bogota who goes by Segrov, Robert Segrov.
How do you spell it?
Segrov. Well, so far Segrov, but he has different personalities. I'm going to start calling him B. Traven. But anyway, and Adolfo Villafuerte. It has a short book, and Segrov has the long book. And what we're going to try to do is just spend all the time on those books, selling them in Spanish, and saying, okay, this is what it's like for people who can't read English,
right,
or can't get
right,
or have the absurd need to be in English, because they're not going to make a living in Bogota. They're not going to make a big splash in Bogota.
I'm saying there's just not enough of the readership.
Well, but there's a pretty good one, because it is a vibrant city.
Sure, and it's a living language and all that, but it's just
the economy is not great, and so we're going to support the publication of them, the republication in Spanish, and with a view towards getting them translators.
Right.
And we've got one chosen translator who needs a certain amount of money to translate the big one. And we're talking about that, trying to decide, do we do a begging campaign or whatever those things are called? Do we do that? I mean, I can do that on PayPal. There's a place you can do it. But I don't know. I mean, I want to see what people think, because, the thing is, I want
helping out people. When people are helped, man, people are healed by that. I mean, like we want the thoughts and the stories and the imaginative creativity that comes out of a culture that doesn't have the place to stand, doesn't have but
I want the other side of that is, I want this to be the start of something. I want other people to do this, because in the end, I don't want to have, like, when I retire in 15 days or however long, when I retire, I would like to just not have on my resume, he published 2 Spanish books,
right,
and got them translated. That would be a really nice thing to do as part of this year, and as the film is, and as all the books are. But I want, I'm a utopian. I want people to be fucking translating books, getting paid to translate. The translator, most likely, for Segrov's book, the big book, is, I asked him for an amount, and it's 7,000. Nice. And I pushed him, because I knew he was just being a translator and going a little low. Sure. I said, no, we want you to get what you should get. And he calculated it, I don't know based on what, and it was I don't know, it was over 6,000 or close to 6,000. I said, come on, what would you really deserve? And he admitted 7,000. So that's how much money we'd need to translate.
That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted, and that's what it is. And man, that's really cool. And even another aspect of how, this small press, again, is doing something more. I mean, you're multifaceted and bringing.
I can't even tell you how we got so lucky.
It's wild, man. I love it.
It's a lot of it. I mean, always a lot of what's gone on since hooking up with Phil and Jeff.
Yeah.
Hey, Emily, go to bed.
Yeah. My baby's here.
Okay, Emily, you can stay up all night playing pool, but only if you go to a bar and drink. Right? Yeah.
Right?
Jesus, you are a Georgian, aren't you? So,
of course. Of course.
Yeah.
My baby. All right. Hey, Rick. We've been we're about at an hour 10.
When do we stop? When do we stop?
We can stop whenever we want. I'm at the time.
Nobody wants to stop because we haven't talked enough about the movie yet.
Yeah. Feed me.
Well, do you know the movie Brown Bunny?
No.
Good. Roger Ebert called it, I think, the worst film ever to debut at Cannes.
Nice.
Look, who found it?
Rodrigo Borges de Faveri. Found it. Autonoma del Abismo by Roberto Serov.
Okay, so of the Abyss. Yeah, that's it. It's available in Bogota, but we're gonna there are we have a lot of readers from Spain, particularly, I think. Other Latin American countries. There are a few from Bogota. Argentina is apparently in economic shit because we don't hear much from them. Brazil is doing much better, but
Rick, you're gonna have worldwide readership, and I got viewers all over the place on the YouTube channel here, man. We're getting it out everywhere. It's awesome.
I just spit something out of my mouth onto my arm. You want to see it?
Sure. Man, I love. I mean,
I think it was not. Anyway, this one here,
Bended Circuity,
already sold over half. I thought, big book.
Show it again, Rick. This is the independently published edition. Corona Samizdat has just put out this one here. What a cool edition, man. I mean, you guys are rocking on the covers, everything rocking.
It's
coming out with a movie. So I mean, I'm glad we didn't give any spoilers like on the movie as far as themes and stuff like this. I have no idea.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to spoil one.
I have no idea what you're doing. Why don't you give it, Rick? Give it. Feed us.
Sure. The Vincent Gallo, Buffalo 66. He made Brown Bunny, and Ebert said it was the worst. Great interview on Howard Stern. Look it up. Interviewing Gallo. So Gallo, because Ebert said it was the worst movie ever to debut at Cannes, he gave Ebert cancer. Now Ebert was old and he got cancer, but Gallo is such a provocateur that he said he gave him cancer, and so Howard Stern has him on and has Ebert call in, and Gallo says, "Well, I cut a half hour now," and so he cuts a half hour, and Ebert says, "Yeah, it is better by about a half hour." And then apparently, Chloe Sevigny, the actor, occasionally good movies. She's in Brown Bunny, and she gives Vincent Gallo a blowjob. So on Howard Stern, they ask, did she really do it? And he said yes. But how many times? I mean, how many takes? And he said 2. And all I'm going to say is our movie is within the character's persona. We will be able to pay homage to a very famous scene in bad film. But our film is not going to be bad. Ours is not going to be bad. I have a monkey named Chloe.
What a monkey he is. She is.
Well, I was unable to buy breasts, So, but I've only tried once.
The mams were, you know.
Did you see the one where she threw the water on me?
I did see that.
Yeah. Well, the problem is we can't use it because it wasn't in the frame. And, you know, so that was just me in character, gratuitously insulting someone and getting water in my face. But we tutored her and we told her, you know, when you throw water in the face, you got to do it with force. You know,
the pains of the cinema.
Yeah, well, you know, our guy, our director does not miss anything, you know. And what it meant is that the clothes I was wearing when we first filmed, I had to keep wearing it. You get them clothes clean, or you get them on. And the meanwhile, it got who says, "Hey Rick, I tried to grow breast."
Emily,
well, Emily, I'm talking with your father. And you're trying to go breast.
No, that's my wife.
Oh, that's your wife. Oh, okay. Okay, good. I feel a little more comfortable. How much, baby? How many have you grown? I need like 2 extra for my monkey. So, you know. Yeah, but you know, I'm just giving you a taste of. There's some homage in this film. And but you know there is some there's a very interesting thesis that allows the plot to end. This is a thinking man's movie.
I'm sure. I tell you, I really can't.
I'm also singing Mata Hoople in it.
You know, I really like to keep up when I can. I read a lot of backlisted books. I read a lot of stuff that's just, you know, things that I want to read, things that are, you know, have a lot of, you know, have some hype or just stuff that interests me myself, you know. So at some points I want to read modern stuff. I want to read stuff that's current, you know, stuff that's coming out now. And Corona Samizdat gives me personally an avenue to do that. So I'm looking forward to the movie. I'm looking forward to what you're doing because you're right there, you know?
Well, you know, you never know. I mean, this guy has way. The reason this happened is I said, Sasha, for God's sake, you need to do a fucking movie. You know, but he makes his living taking care of people in wheelchairs, and that's the pay is better than it used to be. But Slovenian pay for everything is low, and so you know, he spent all his money probably in the last 20 years on camera equipment, and he's borrowing a lot that his sister had, and but we need help, physical help. Because he's doing like the work of 4 people in one scene, and you know, it's okay for a while, but you know, we got a couple scenes coming up that I can do the whole thing, and then we got John Dixon coming for 10 days in September. That's when we intensely shoot and finish the movie.
Nice.
But I want you to hear what I said. I'm singing Mata Hoople. We're going to have a soundtrack, but it's going to be sung by the actors. It's not going to be a, you know, I'll tell you this one, okay? I'm stuck in the elevator with John for a long time. It'll be like a Godardian 45, 50-minute scene, but we'll be moving in and out of the elevator in a sort of directorscape. And anyway, the guy will ask me questions like the one you've seen before. Have you seen the tour guide one?
I have not.
Okay, that's like 5 minutes.
Maybe I have seen that one.
The Australians shooting at me?
Right.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Had no idea how he did all that and that stuff. But John, yeah, I know John and Nick. Nick John is the one Nick's talking about, who's coming from the Isle of Man. And I know he's now talking to Nick. They've made friends because Nick's a movie guy. And Nick wants to be here so bad. And we want him here. We could use him.
Yes.
And so anyway, the thing is, I was talking about something and now I'm interrupted. And,
and you know, then the clicking stops happening. And it's all good.
I'm going to finish this. You're going to tell me what I was saying, and I'm going to finish it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he's asking me questions in the, I'm a difficult personality. My parents or my family thinks I need therapy. I refuse therapy.
Naturally.
Yeah, of course. So they hire a sneak therapist.
Right.
Okay. I don't think that ruins the story. But anyway, I'm in the elevator. We get stuck in the elevator together, and he's asking me some, simple questions like, "What was your last job?" And I said I was a tour guide. I got fired for no reason. And then you find out why I got fired. Because every single thing I said in that one is bullshit.
Right.
The woman died in Trieste. She wasn't born here. She was born in Muggia, Italia. And I just love the story so much, I made it an Isola story. But then we have music. And so he's going to ask me, you ever consider suicide? And I just said, why would I do that? I mean, life is precious to you. I mean,
too fun.
What's wrong with you? And, so I give him my definitive answer. And then we cut to me laying on the elevator with my head out of the elevator, hoping that it'll go like this, and cut my head off. But I take out this really cool knife the Australians gave me, and I start playing with my neck and singing, Billy rapped all night about his suicide, how he kicked it in the head when he was 25. Speed drive, don't want to stay alive when you're 25. And then I roll some dice, and it comes up life, and I go, fuck, and then we go back to John, who picks up the song.
Nice.
We got ideas up our heinies.
Nice.
When we get into the elevator together and fart, ideas, come out like genies
everywhere.
From a bottle.
They're permeating the atmosphere, so to speak.
Wrestling the atmosphere and throwing it on its ass. That's what it does.
Rick, I love you, brother.
Yeah, I love you too.
Thank you so much for coming by, sharing with us some of the awesome stuff. Man, there's so much coming out from Corona Samizdat. Go to the website. The link is in the description box. I mean, there's so many titles. There's so many things coming out, and it's on.
Teaser title: Finnegan Slept Here.
Follow Rick Harsch and Corona Samizdat Press on Instagram. That's where there's a lot of content, and you can kind of keep up with what's going on. But it's impossible to keep up with everything. I can't believe how you're all over the place, man.
YouTube video is going to put order into this, and it'll probably be boring. And so I'm gonna read up on my children all find jokes on and I'll have some really stupid jokes to tell maybe.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll make one up. But soon, probably within a week, I should do something to just remind people. See, the thing is, this book came out, has sold over half, and since then 4 more books have come out. And people have been waiting,
I can't wait. I mean, I've started reading it. It's awesome.
Nick,
it is a word lover's wet dream. I mean, it's.
Can you please not say wet dream on my channel? Oh, it's your channel. Okay, I get.
You're damn right, baby. Right. No, everyone who reads it must converse after dark.
Speaking of dark, look at Lee Thompson's cover.
I like it. I freaking
I
like
think-
it, man.
I think the cover is too colorful and too full.
It's perfectly simplistic.
No, I'm a little disappointed because I think the first thing I saw of the book was this, you know?
Yeah,
And,
I like it, man. I really like it.
Well, I just got a glimpse though, and I thought it had horns. And we got two beers here with horned animals on them. You know, Kozel from Czech and Lashko from our country. And I was just gonna. I thought it's got this. I thought that was the cover, and it had horns. So I designed an ad for it with the two beers. You know, and then when I found out it didn't have the horns, I tried to get the printer to put horns on it, but she wouldn't do it. I don't know.
What the hell, Rick? I thought you were supposed to be in charge over there.
Well, no, I've always wielded authority. It's just that, you know, once in a while I lose my moral bearings. And that was one of those times. I mean, I don't know Lee Thompson. He might think, wow, what a great joke. There are horns on my sheep.
Or he might not be satanic. And then be like...
He may go to that's abusive and go to a new press. And then I lose a novel.
Then everybody loses.
Downbeat but bumptious. You can see Lee inverting mores, ideas, professions, moods, logic, and the bestial nature of the human animal in ways that says, this is all madness. Now that is for me, that's like directed right at me.
You're damn right. It's cool, man. It's cool as hell. I can't wait.
The bestial nature of the human animal. Yeah, well, we'll see.
It's like that. It's like that Hunter S. Thompson quote, right? He who makes himself into a beast rids himself the pain of being a man.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, it's also nonsense. I mean, when you think about it, it's beautiful.
I will make me a beast. I make myself a beast.
This
Surplus of Spur Tank Road.
I've gotten more satisfaction from finishing this book.
Yes.
Than some other books. No, because
all right. Hey, Rick, show the books. We show the books and we say good night to YouTube. I love you guys.
Monkey.
I love you, Rick.
Good night, sheep.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming along this journey.
Good night, Alex.
What a night. What an awesome catalog you have, Rick. Go get it.
Good night.
Go get it. Samizdat.com.
Good night, Bended Circuities. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll catch y'all
on the flip.
The bestial nature of humans.
Yeah.